Utie oha echi ponkno. Needs FM.
Now, I and come on security related issues. Now, you must have said, Dr. Bona, I didn't echo so a Bawku.
Offer, there cost a Bawku no, any. Oh, you see, I'm a boy, a man playing Yabaso. But let me say, or no, any two Abanaman, or no, any so didn't I see for man, I say, kind of saying, put his foot on the ground to make sure, Obama, Nyoma Akuyi. Because at the moment, the next 48 hours are very important in terms of what is happening in Bawku. Because some may going to be a mounted flag. The new chief by came in, he has to use as his palace. And the soldiers had to be sent to go and remove it. And those, and the area, and some of them, a section of the feuding parties are threatening hellfire. And at the attorney said, they are Shetney and Fanyoma and here. This conflict is going to spread all over the country. The Ekosono, Nyoma Miensebi. First one, chieftaincy. Second one, Manyosem. And third one, you can say, lack of political will. Lack of political will. Amanyosem beshemua na the criminality no amanyosem criminality no and no ana ubetumi are combined together. So they are just about three things: chieftaincy, politics and criminality, and lack of political will. The yenya no that they see yenya. This Bawku issue would be a thing of the past. And I've said it repeatedly that last year, some of us, myself, I was part of the delegation that went to Bawku to go broker peace. And so 3 months on the the 3 months was to end around October or say November. But we were supposed to go back. But the resources for probably wasn't there for them to lead another delegation to go see how we can cement and continue to work on using other approaches, conflict resolution approaches, apart from just a security solution. But nobody, no high-power delegation has gone to Bawku since we went there. And you can see how things have deteriorated up to today. So it can only get worse if the president doesn't put his foot on the ground. It won't be on his watch that a section of Ghana will deteriorate to the extent that now Jinsema spread it to the whole of this country. So you cannot blame one section, say Kusase for and I'm process for. Ghana is a unitary state, run by a centralized government. And so maybe the end said, we need the elected executive president to do what is right. So by the maybe 2-3 months time, the story would have been different in Bawku.
Now, spectacle of say, Yako Akwaji arrest warrant from the High Court or the High Court. Now, the soldiers with an accompanying helicopter, the Yemra Mefa, the overlord. Now, supposed Nipanuswa was seen in. Couldn't we have used diplomacy rather than this approach?
Offer. And Americano. Sometimes when people fail to think, you can only refer to them as a bunch of unintelligent people. You don't go into the kind of saying Otumfuo's palace. You don't go into Otumfuo's palace. It doesn't matter what you think Otumfuo has done. Now you walk or whatever, you walk into Otumfuo's palace and expect that you are Otumfuo. Then Otumfuo, he is the king of the Ashanti kingdom. Or the Ashanti is the king of the Ashanti. And you go there and you are going to go past Konongo all these areas and go there. Now, one channel now almost shall not about the same. It won't happen. So for me, whoever refused to think and thought that giddy, any takashi, any brutality, any security is gone beyond that. Security today is intelligence led. So it needs smart and intelligent people leading it. Unfortunately, whoever issued that command, whoever looked on and decided that this is the way we should go, that person owes Ghanaians an apology, because you see, we could have used, like you said, diplomacy. You use diplomacy. That kingdom is about the oldest kingdom in the sub-region. Close to 1,500 years. And you think you can just drive in there with armor tanks, go through the overlords, some of his communities, and come to his palace and just arrest him as easy as that. It was a suicide mission. So for me, it's unfortunate that things would have to go that way. But as we speak, they've gone to court to, ask court to rescind a part of the ex parte warrant of arrest, which I think they should have just gone to rescind it, both the King chief and the Nairi, but they only went and said the Nairi, his portion has been rescinded. I think directly, you are still threatening the Nairi. My point is that I'm not saying what you did was right or wrong, but in situations like this, you want to use diplomacy because it has to do with people. It has to do with people. But using brute force, maybe others would have also died. Where would we have been today? Because there are Mampuses all over Ghana, there are Kusasis all over Ghana. I'm sure you know some. There were disturbances in Ashama, linking to this conflict in that area. So for me, we could have used diplomacy, as you said, but unfortunately, somebody just felt that. I think some people don't know what security is all about. They believe that security, security in the 21st century has to do with your mind, psychological, how you process it, how you want to effect it. And they could have used diplomacy. This thing would have been, we wouldn't have gotten to where we are. But unfortunately, we are running around in circles as if we don't know what we are doing as a country.
Utie Oha Echi Ponkno Needs FM.